have over 2,000 reports of possible criminal level child abuse in 2009 last year, and of those 187 perpetrators of abuse were convicted in the courts of criminal level offenses. And that's a very daunting task for us as a center. We're not going to be able to address the level of child abuse in this county without help from the community.
In the past 20 years, 60 to 70 a month. 60 to 70 cases a month for 20 years. This year it has spiked. In May it went up to 300. It's hold steady, and it's in all economic levels. It cuts across all races, all nationalities, all religions, all faiths. And if 1 in 6 has been abused, and we're seeing 60, there are a lot that are not being reported. It's the most underreported crime of all.
In Clark County alone, to register as a sex offender, you have to have been convicted of a sex offense, and we have over 1,200 sex offenders in our community right now that have been convicted, plus all the ones that are charged on top of that. So it is a substantial problem.
This is the most violent thing that can happen to a child. We're in a terrible situation, as everyone else is, for budget. But when you put the priorities of this need, it is the #1 job of the county and the city to protect our kids.
One of the things that we see all the time, even with families where the sexual assault has happened, is sometimes they still think that they can handle it within the family. And they think if they just sacrifice one child for the good of the family, then things will work out. And of course we know sacrificing a child never works out.
Working in the Vancouver community for 20 years, I didn't realize that it's a huge need. It's really a public health issue because it has ramifications for the children as they grow up.
Well, the center is a psychologically safe place for the child victim as well as the non-offending family members to come and to really tell their stories to people that care about them, to people that can help protect them, and really carry this all the way through to a conviction of a criminal level perpetrator if that's indeed what has occurred. He's going from the school to the patrol officer to the Child Protective Agency to maybe a hospital, a mental health setting. All of that stuff is available to a child at the center, where the professionals come from across jurisdictions, across disciplines and agencies to work together, and the child and the family can come to one place.
The center provides a safe environment for families to bring their children, and where they can be introduced to law enforcement in a family-friendly victim setting. Okay, as you see, I'm dressed plain clothes, and we dress that way so that we look like school counselors and or a member of the community. Even though I'm a sworn law enforcement officer, I don't have a badge and a gun. But what we do is we interview children and their family members into allegations of abuse.
As with many organizations in our community, they don't have the resources necessary to do the best job that they absolutely could. There's so much more that we could do for kids if we only had the resources.
Well, we need people to be aware. We need people to know the level of child abuse that's going on in our community. We cannot alone, not one agency alone can actually address this problem. So we need partnerships. We need a coalition of people that are going to stand up in solidarity in protection of our kids.
I think it's by being aware, #1, of the different resources that are in your community. So if you happen to hear about child abuse, suspect child abuse, you know where to report that. The other, obviously, we're always looking for donations, financial support.
as I said before, it's our town, it's our children, and it's up to us to take care of them. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Our job right now is to form that village.